as far as voices. I know your voices are strong. I did want to have this first ground rule. I said to the group earlier, if a woman asks you to do it, do it. She know what she's talking about. She's been doing cooking barbecue for 50 years. So even if she's 15, if she asks you to do it, just go ahead and do it. That'll save a lot of the conversation that's going around. I want to make sure that everybody have one. If you aren't using it, please put it on your arm, just in case. So I want to, if you don't have one, I'm going to pass it around. Keep it on your arm, on your face, whatever you decide to do, but you got to have one on your body. I want to also say that we definitely try to practice social distancing. We definitely need that to be practiced while we're here. We got a couple of things. I'm just trying to give them a little bit of time while they can get the food prepared and just kind of talk about ECA. I want to first of all begin to say thank God for the rains have been held back thus far. For some of my workers, they were praying for rain, and it has been a hot 2 weeks. It's been in 90s, and then you're working with blacktop. It's 300 degrees. You're working with machines and throwing rocks. So I know my whole team was praying for rain, so I ain't gonna come out against them. Guys, first of all, this whole event isn't necessarily for ECA employees as much as it is for ECA family members. So please, if you didn't bring a family member out, this is what this is all about. ECA has never been a company that's just had a solo vision. Our whole vision all the time, whenever we come to work, is all about how we can change lives, how we can change families. That's what ECA does best. So family, please, invite your family. This is the whole thing. You making this kind of money ain't easy to make. And if you trying to put it on yourself and you ain't sharing, then you're missing the point altogether. For the most part, unfortunately, fortunately, and here I go, you all know I got a couple of pet peeves, but for the most part, a lot of us was carried by family members prior to us getting to this point. A lot of us would go borrow money from mama them, daddy them, well daddy wasn't around, but cousin them, you would go borrow money and now you come up on ECA throwing $40 out like there's nothing to it. You trying to work these hours, don't get to the point that you forget about some of you all that got college degrees. You all didn't get to college by yourself. Freddie still owes mama some money. Y'all know Freddie make more money than anybody. Freddie, don't let your mama call me again about you ain't gonna help your sister either.
Oh, she called you?
See? You ain't helping your sister yet? That should be the question. God, please. And you all know my other pet rule. Don't let your baby mama come up on my job. Y'all already know if your baby mama drive up there, if she got that look in her face, you and her gone for 2 weeks. And the reason why is because you didn't do right by your baby mama. All the money you making, take your baby mama some money. Not take her a couple of dollars. She don't have to kiss you. You already owe her. Give it. That's your kid. Give her that money and keep it moving. You all know how I feel about that. And I've had to let 2 people go. 2 people, Bush, right? 2 people we had to get 2 weeks off because they baby mama found out that they had some money. And Freddie had to stop a future baby. This girl ain't got a kid yet. She's pregnant and drove up on the job. Here it is. Can you imagine young 21-year-old Freddie? Yo. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, but dude, get this girl some money. And let's keep it going. Guys, this is ECA. And I shared from the beginning, ECA is a little bit different. Somebody, let me say it this way. I'm Earl Cooper, I'm the owner, and I am not a white man. All right? Let me get that straight. I am not a white man. I'm a brother through and through. I got black kids. As you all know, I got the owner's son, and the owner's son do what most white kids, owner's son do. So, hey, we make it look real. Believe me, and that's how we want it. Guys, I want to first of all introduce my wife, Miss Kathy. I tell everybody, when you come on this working for ECA, the first person you better be nice to, don't be on the bad side, is Miss Kathy. Because if you get on Miss Kathy's bad side, your days will get real limited too. You know, this is just as much her company as it is my company. And at the end of the day, just keeping it real for the family members. I have to go home, and every now and then I want to get a kiss. I don't want to talk about how bad it is in between me trying to get a kiss. That ain't fun. So, that's ECA, guys. I want to introduce a few people. Please, after you get through eating, don't leave. We got awards to give out. Some very important people that we are quite proud of, as much as we are proud of everyone. But while we get to that point, I want to begin by introducing two people. And if I could get Gerald Fisher to come up. And if I could get Karen Bennett to come up, please. You know, some of my young guys, while they coming, I'm going to tell you, I'm proud of everybody. But man, some of you guys that have come from a struggle and didn't get a chance to see you change, come from a lifestyle that was contrary to, I always tell my man Wade's story about how, hey, everything you heard about ECA was true. And Wade, we were talking and the story came out like that. But I told Wade, I said, Wade, we paid pretty good. Wade told me in a former life, I was making 50 cents an hour. So here it is now, you changing my life. Say the same thing about Joseph Lewis. Same thing. Joe come from a different life. Robert Neal, and to see these guys come in here and work hard. See, this is a credit to what they say that black men can't do. We can put a credit that black men can do. They say that black men don't want to change their lives, and they give us this rap, they give us that rap, and now they got it spread out on the news, trying to, they even want to direct how Black Lives Matter now. They got their own course of action. It's funny why they don't never come to us and ask us what we want. But here at ECA, I'm here to say that we are changing lives. We not only have a job program, but for those that need it, we even have a probation program. So if any of our employees are on probation, we have an automatic commitment to meet their probation officer, and we try to work out something because some individuals are under house arrest. So we work directly because one of the biggest violators of the probation system, prison system, is the probation officer. So we got that going on at ECA. I want to tell you guys, be excited about our next program. ECA has put together a housing program. This is crazy. And I ain't even a white man, I'm a black man. We put together a housing program for our ECA employees where they might be able to get their own house for a little bit of nothing. ECA helped them as far as in the bringing the house up, and that's their money. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine a company making a commitment to you to even get you into housing? We have an on-the-job training piece where all of our employees on a regular basis, we're asking our crew leaders to go over life skills with them, budgeting, mental skills. Bush had to talk a couple of them off the roof a few times, but this is what we're doing. We even have a certificate program where through Pro Ranks Academy, where our employees, it's a mandatory thing too, that you got to study cement. Get a certificate. If you're on the cement team, you got to know about cement. If you're on the paving team, you got to know about paving. No other company, and I'm not blowing my horn, but no other company is making a commitment that I know of to this degree to people that look like me and you. Every day. And then on top of that too, I want to let you know that y'all loved ones do come with some stuff. I don't want y'all to think that y'all sending me the best product either. There's been a lot of products. I mean, I don't say it jokingly. I start off with my number one man, Bush. Bush is the only person I know that got 3 birthdays a year. So when he first came, he had to celebrate. If Bush didn't come to work, and said, Mr. I'm celebrating my birthday. I'm like, you're celebrating your birthday again? And then when something else happened, he said, Mr. Earl, my birthday ran a little bit longer than what I thought it would. I'm like, so if Bush family don't know, Bush got 3 birthdays. If you just time, whatever his birth age is, you times it by 3, and that's where he is. But I will tell you this, that once we got through the birthdays, once we got through the commitment, this guy should be standing up here with these other guys. Because it was guys like him that decided to make a commitment to ECA. And when ECA was growing, when we was in honor, Bush, I am picking on you, and I ain't gonna stop. So, Bush, in honor of ECA has had some hurdles. I remember Bush coming to me one day saying, Bush, my mom want to know why you still working here and ain't got a check. And this probably had been, because ECA was real bad about checking. We were way out there. And I think by now, Bush was probably maybe a month behind on getting checks. And let me tell you something about ECA, and I tell this at every opportunity I get. I remember Bush, Amwa, and maybe Mike coming to me and said, Mr. Earl, we believe in what you're doing. If you continue to keep getting these jobs, we're going to figure out a way to hold off. And Bush told me, he said, listen, I got a little bit of money coming in. I'm going to give you 2 weeks. I'm going to tell you when I need some money, and then you got 2 weeks later to pay me. And I remember looking at this grown man face to face, and then he said, is 2 weeks going to be long enough for you? and me as a man, like, and I'm like, yeah, I hope it is, Bush, but you know how this business goes. Because in the beginning, until we got over that hurdle, for those that don't know in this business, we'll do a project, and when that project ends, after the month is over, we won't get paid for another 3 months. So in a month's time, and when we were moving in a month's time, we were doing $50,000 a week.